Okay, so like I said in the slide, I've used several different methods for quizzing my kids on their vocabulary. I do usually take this for a grade, a minor grade, but since we in elementary were asked to use Schoology more, I also used it for my vocabulary quizzes. So I went down to Add Assessment, and I'm going to give it a name, so we'll call this one Vocabulary Quiz 1. You can put a due date in there if you don't want it to go past. Do remember to put the Enable button. You can play with that. There's some other options in there. I'm not going to put a password on this one. On category, I'm going to put Science. You can create a new category, put graded in there if you want to. Then we're going to come down here and click Create. So once it populates, you can give your instructions to your kids in the top up there. I'm not going to give any right this second. But if you read through here, there's several different options that you have, including for your dyslexic kids, it can have it read to them. You can assign that separately. I usually just put it to where that can be read to everybody because it's just a quiz, but you can do it separately. Also, you on here have the option of letting your kids see the correct answers. Also, you have the option of having them be able to take the test more than once. And sometimes that helps you a little bit. So it'll take the higher score of the two. Once you've gotten all those put in, you're going to click Save. And when you click Save, it's going to tell you can add questions. Once you can add questions, I'm going to come over here to the right or the left-hand side where it says Matching, and I'm going to click on Matching. So to set up the question, I will tell them to match the vocabulary word with the correct definition. So you can give them however you want to describe your instructions. You just give them that. So the prompts are what you're going to go back to your spreadsheet again. You're going to come up and you are going to pick your vocabulary definitions. These will be the definitions for this part. So all I have to do, since it's in a nice spreadsheet for me, is Control-C again, go back, Control-V, and I have it there. And I'll put a couple more in here. I usually do about 10 at a time. That's my kind of rule of thumb is 10. So I'll copy again and put that one on the next one. Let's do one or two more. Let's go back here. Let's see, that was mass. Oops. And then we'll go to physical properties. Again, Control-C, Control-V, and I'll put one more in there. We'll try magnetism. That's a pretty short one. And we'll do a quick Control-C again. And Control-V. So you can continue to add prompts down here, but I'm going to stop there for right now. And you can do these in any order you want. So, and then you can click and drag and move them around. So we know we have matter is one of our answers. Mass is another one of our answers. Physical properties. And then magnetism. And magnetism. So I have my definitions here. I have my possible answers here. And it says possible because that's what's going to be listed on the bottom. But the nice thing is I can just literally drag these and put them in different orders. And you really want to do that because otherwise they'll just show up in the correct order at the bottom, and not really what you want. It's a little bit too easy for them. Then you do have to come down to the next section, and you're going to actually have to click and drag up here the correct answers. So magnetism is a property. Whoops. Property. Well, I don't know why we're deciding we need to jump around a little bit, but we're getting there here. So we'll get the rest of these in here, get the right answers by dragging and clicking. So those are our correct answers. Check exact match. Yes, I want an exact match. You can give author notes if you want to, but we're not going to do that today. We're just going to save. So now I have my matching vocabulary. So if I want to, I can also come up here and preview what it's going to look like for myself. Click Start Attempt. And this is what it's going to look like for the students, and they just have to simply click and drag the correct answers where they belong. And you have a fairly quick and easy review.